So hello all of you. So in this video, I'll show you how to write research paper step-by-step guideline. So if you see research paper writing is not a 1 day, 2 day or 1 month process. So it's a long process. It will take time. So first of all, you need to know different things about research paper writing. So I will suggest you when you want to write a research paper, try to read a lot of research paper. So this is the first step. Try to read a lot of research paper. So reading is not like merely reading newspaper reading or some other things reading. So try to read any research paper very analytically. So let's go for other step. We can see. So understand the assignment. So what does it mean? It means that identify the research question and research problem is the important. So you need to identify the research question and research problem. So for identifying research problem, we must need to read some papers and we need to know some up-to-date knowledge about our research area. So we need to find the research gap and we need to fill out this research gap, right? So check guidelines. It is also important because when you want to write any research paper, so check which journal you want to submit. Some journals have unlimited page or unlimited word. You can write your paper as much as. So some journal have some limitations. So maybe 7,000 or 8,000 with reference, without reference. Just look very carefully. So if you have any target journal. So clarify expectations with your instructor. If you have any instructor, right, supervisor or mentor, academic mentor, try to make a conversation with him or her and tell what you want to write in your research paper, why it is important, and tell him. So I think he can suggest you whether you will go in this way or whether you shouldn't go in this way. Conduct research, background research. So this is very important what I mentioned earlier. So before writing, you need to have some knowledge about your area of research. So in this way, you can find some research gap and you can fill out the research gap. What is research gap? So we'll see later on in one slide what is research gap. And research uh, research search, you can search these things in academic database. So like Google Scholar, Scopus, and Web of Science. I will show my some videos about in this description box about how to search a database like Scopus and Web of Science, keyword searching, right? So read review papers to understand the field. This is very important. Why we need to read review paper? Because review paper is written. So try to read recent review paper, not like old review paper. So in from good journal. So review paper generally are written on the basis of some empirical paper of the past literature. So you can get more understanding from the review paper about the field, what's going on, and what is about this field. So take notes and record resources. So develop a clear thesis statement. So you need to develop a clear thesis statement because thesis statement is a central argument or purpose of your paper, right? So make it concise, specific, and arguable. So here is the example I mentioned. So what is weak thesis statement and what is strong thesis statement? So look here, this paper is about entrepreneurship education. This is very weak thesis statement because entrepreneurship education is the best. Okay, which part of entrepreneurship education you are focusing? So for example, the what would be the strong thesis statement? Entrepreneurship education play a crucial role in shaping student entrepreneurial intention by building their confidence and exposure to real-world business exercise. This is strong thesis statement or purpose of your paper might be. So this is the very generic outline of any manuscript or research paper. First of all, abstract, followed by introduction, literature review, methodology, result and analysis, discussion, conclusion, and some reference section. So start writing the draft. So like writing without worrying about perfection. So this is very important. So when you find any topics, you search some literature and you find some gap, then start writing. So which one you start first, it depends on you. Some people actually writing started from result in discussion or methodological section, or some people start writing from introduction. So it's up to you which part you will start first. Follow the outline to maintain structure. So you need to follow the outline, as I mentioned earlier. So use academic tone and formal language. So actually, research paper writing is academic writing. It's not like any business report writing or some kind of thing. So all time use academic tone and formal language. So revise and edit. So when you finish your draft, so try to check clarity, coherence, and logic, verify fact and citation accuracy, uh, then proof to grammar and formatting error. So use proper referencing. I already mentioned reference is very important. So some people I know copy from Google Scholar or some reference. I would suggest don't do this. A lot of reference management software are here. Is very easy and convenient. You could use either Mendeley, Zotero, or some other reference management software. And follow the style like APA, MLA, or Chicago IEEE. So that is prescribed by your specific journal. So avoid plagiarism at all cost. So yeah, so I mentioned earlier, then I will show how to identify the research gap. So actually research gap is very important for research, right? Or for problem solving, because it is like scientific things what you are gonna contribute in this study. So if there is no gap, you have no job to fill out this gap. So this is very simple. So try to find the gap. How you will find research gap? So review recent literature to understand current knowledge. So first of all, review some recent literature and try to understand it current knowledge. Identify what is missing, unclear, or conflicting in existing study. So you need to identify what is actually missing in this literature or in this paper or all papers, and what is unclear, and you need to clear it. Look for limitation mentioned by other researchers. So it is the very easy and very convenient way of finding research gap. Look for some limitation section of any paper, empirical paper. So you can see like some papers mention the limitation or future research direction. You can find easily the research gap from this way. So focus on unanswered questions that are important and relevant. So define how your research will contribute to filling that gap. So this is very important in research paper writing, because actually repetition is not any doesn't create any scientific contribution. If you repeat paper like entrepreneurship education, entrepreneurship intention, you can see a lots of paper about written about entrepreneurship intention and entrepreneurship education or some kind of things. So do not try to repeat any model or any things. Try to create some new things in your analysis or by your manuscript, right? So say for example, one paper they mentioned entrepreneurship education and entrepreneurship intention of university student. So you can do one paper, right? If you find that there is no paper written about high school students entrepreneurship education, how entrepreneurship education create intention for high school student, I think this might be a new things or new research gap you can mention in your paper. You can argue that there is no paper I found like high school students entrepreneurship intention, or some kind of things like generation X, Y, Z intention, how they differ from generation X, generation Gen Z's entrepreneurship intention, or some kind of things. Or you can do like some kind of research that is done in Indonesia, so that doesn't have any research in Bangladesh or Hungary. So we can have some research initiative in this kind of things, right? So that's all for today. We'll come another videos. So try to have writing a good research paper with stay with us. Thank you very much and have a great time.